Hey guys, we're going to give it a few minutes. See if anyone shows up. Um, so, I've been reading from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Um, and it's important. I've been studying the Yoga Sutras for 30 years, longer. Ash is here. Says, hey Yogi. Hey Ash. Um, and I'm always inspired by the Yoga Sutras. However, this morning during my early morning study of Course in Miracles, um, I was struck by the importance of the words right now. We can get lost in the details of studying the Yoga Sutras. Uh, they can be hard to decipher, which is why they always come with um, commentary. And I'm not sure if my commentary alone would be enough, but the lessons I get from A Course in Miracles are relevant the moment you hear them. As soon as you read them or as soon as they're offered, um, especially the one that I read this morning. So I wanted to share it. And I think I'm going to be inspired each morning for a little while of doing some readings from the Course in Miracles. Not that we're not going to go back to Yoga Sutras, not that we're not going to dive into Deepak's book, which I've been promising. But for right now, I really think in this day and age, in this time, in this political season, in the climate we live in, by the climate I mean what feels like constant attacks. We sort of forget who we are, that it's important to have some reminders of who we truly are. So I got a couple things I'm going to read. I want to see if anyone comes in. I appreciate having our friend Ash here so early. Let's see here, guys. I'm bringing up my desktop and then we're going to read. I apologize, guys. Let's see. Anthony Greek says, I'm sorry, my friend, but I will disagree. Miracles never happen in a totally deterministic world of cause and effect. In the theory of statistics, and what we call luck are just unknown variables. No need, hey, Vincent's here. No need to be sorry about having a different opinion. Sophie Mueller says, hey, Sophie, would you put on a dress for a like? No, no, nothing the matter with wearing a dress, but man, I don't want to, I don't want to like that bad. Cuban Crisis is here. Peace, everyone. You too, my friend. Sophie says, how are you? I'm good, Sophie. But you know what? I would not put a dress on for a like, but your comment made me smile and laugh. So that's much appreciated. Sophie says, okay, I still like. Ash says, as soon as my notification that you were live, I stopped what I was doing and immediately came here. I appreciate that. So, before I read, I just want to say to our friend Anti-Greek, you could be right about that, you know? However, when I'm going to talk about miracles here, we're talking about the miracle of a shift of a mindset. That instead of seeing things one way, instead of seeing things as a totally deterministic world of cause and effect, I can see things perhaps differently. Perhaps seeing things logically works in a world of logic. However, if I have a shift of a mindset, then I can see miracles everywhere. There's no greater miracle than simply waking my eyes and knowing that I exist. My eyes opening from that deep no-thingness of sleep, when nothing's occurring in that deep sleep, but there's a divine intelligence that takes over my body, that still allows my heart to beat, that still allows my blood to flow, that still allows my lungs to pump. I'm not doing that. What's doing that? And then I wake up and an entire universe is granted for my existence. Is there any greater miracle than that? So, Horse says, Eric, your opinion on reacting negative and showing positive? You know what? Sometimes negative reacting happens, but we don't have to punish ourselves for it. We just note it. Just because something happens doesn't mean we need to continue down that vein. Anything can change. Let's see. Xavier says, cancer patient, you're a cancer patient? If that's true, I'm sorry, my friend. So, Sophie, right now I'm going to read from Course in Miracles. And I'm going to do that right now. This is a prayer. Now, Course in Miracles is written in a masculine tense with Christian terms. It is not Christian, although it talks of Christ. It is not masculine, although it talks in that word genre. So let's not take it out of context. It's just the language and not the thing itself. Give me a second. Let's see. And a Greek says dogmatic, and so he hates difference. That could be. So don't take the language out of context, please. This is lesson 224 from A Course in Miracles, and it goes, God is my Father, and he loves his Son. You can replace Father with Mother, Universe, Tao. You can replace Son with me and you. My true identity is so secure, so lofty, sinless, glorious, and great, holy, beneficent, and free from guilt, that heaven looks to it to give it light. It lights the world as well. It is my gift my Father gave me, the one as well I give the world. There is no gift but this that can either be given or received. This is reality and only this. This is illusion's end. It is the truth. My name, O Father, is still known to you. I have forgotten it and not know where I am going, who I am, what it is I do. Remind me, Father, now, for I am very weary of this world. I see. Reveal what you would have me see instead. I love that. And let me explain a little bit, and then we'll close with one more little thing. What we're being told here is we've forgotten who we truly are. We've forgotten that we are sons, daughters, children of the universe itself, of the Tao, of God, of love. But we can remember at any time. This is why forgiveness is so easy and also so essential, and yet at the same time so hard. It's hard because we've forgotten who we are. So how can we forgive other people when we see them separate from us, when we see them as harmful, when we see them as troublesome, we see them as objects that are separate from us? How do we forgive that? She says it's quite the paradox. It is. She says, excellent, very well said. Thank you. Horace says we are equal in quantum. Absolutely. Looking mad high. Let's see. Boy looks like Mr. Clean on drug. I don't know. Maybe. So, let's go back to that little prayer real quick. If we've forgotten who we are, right? If we've forgotten that our true identity is so secure, so lawfully, sinless, glorious, and great, holy, beneficent, and free from guilt, so holy that heaven looks to us to give light to the world. If we've forgotten that, What about our friends? What about those we perceive as enemies? What about those people that we are attacking? Don't you think they've forgotten that as well? That they are living life based upon their illusion that they are not secure, that they are not lofty, that they are not sinless, that they are not glorious, and that they are not great. They live in the illusion of that small, small self that is the ego. So if we've seen it, don't you think other people need a little prompt, a little help? I don't know. What do you think? If we've forgotten who we are and we're living this life immersed in an illusion of being small, ego, full of sin, capable of being hurt by other people, so we have grievances and resentments towards other people, then those that we have grievances and resentments are in the same boat as we are. That's why it's easy to forgive, because we see all that stuff, all the things that we're caught trapped within our mind as the same thing that is happening to someone else. And not only does our heart go out to them, our heart breaks for them. Or Spice says, you use a particular shaving cream or something special? It is immaculate. I don't. Every 2 weeks, I just take every week, razor, not even a razor, not a razor, like a trimmer, and just go over my head. I appreciate, I appreciate hearing that. I'm going to go through my day today feeling immaculate. Troglodyte hooking. You know what? I don't know how to take that because I don't know what a troglodyte is. Um, let's see. Where where else are we? Um, and a Greek says, mods ban the idiots from the chat. Nah, that's okay. I try to read every comment when I can see them. Um, I got nothing against anyone. I got nothing against anyone coming in and saying what they need to say. Cameron's here, says hi there. Optimop says, a beautiful face needs more space. Good morning, my friend Eric in chat. Good morning, Tebow. Thank you for that note of positivity. Hey, Anna Greek, I appreciate that thought. So, man, how can I get upset on words on a screen? You know? So I'm going to offer one more. We can think of this as a prayer, as a meditation, as a thought. The advice that I was given, if you read this every morning for 7 days, and waited, sat in the silence afterwards, seeing what happens, your life would change. I don't know if it's true or not. We can try. Here it is. This is from Marcina, and I can't pronounce her last name, but I absolutely love her first name. Oh God, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. Let's say that one more time. I might say it several more times. Oh God, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. Think about every other prayer that we ever hear. And as always, oh God, forgive me my sins. Oh God, show me the error of my ways. Oh God, I'm a horrible person. All those thoughts that we have, that we carry within us. Mir's here. Mir, my friend, how are you? Morning, Jace. Horror Space is very deep. Cameron says, you like Star Wars? I only seen the first three, and I did like them. I saw them in the movie theater when I was a kid. Man, they were huge. Never seen anything like that when we were kids. On the big screen, man, it was amazing. Mir says, I'm good, sir. How are you? I'm good. So, you know what? You say that prayer every morning. Take away all the thoughts that you have about yourself, all the thoughts of how small you are, how little you are, how loveless you are, all of that stuff. Get rid of all of it and think, oh God, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. Because who you truly are, is absolutely beautiful. You can get rid of the oh God if you want. If you're an atheist, oh Tao, oh universe, oh love. Doesn't matter. Help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. Imagine that I have someone coming in here who is more than willing to tell me how beautiful I'm not. More than willing to come in and tell me how horrible I look. More than willing to come in and tell me how sick I might be. Suppose that was true. Would it be helpful for someone to say, you're a cancer patient if I was suffering from cancer? Is that the person you want to be? It might be. And if it is, I got nothing to say about it. Be who you are, my friend. However, what if you, just for a moment in the morning, said, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is? And what if I saw, let's see, I forget his name already, Xavier? What if instead of seeing Xavier as attacking me, I saw the truth about Xavier, no matter how beautiful it actually is? How different would my life be? I could walk away from this conversation, a heart full of joy, because I see how beautiful I am. I see how beautiful he is. I see how beautiful each and every one of you absolutely are. Cuban says, what, the only first three? What do you mean, Cuban? See, even Mir, hey, Sir Yogi, and all the beautiful people here. Mir knows. Mir knows the truth of beauty. That's why he shares it on his channel. As does Jace. That's why he shares it on his channel. How does the same with Optimum, Timo, and Sabine. All you guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, all right, guys. I'm going to get ready to take my walk in the morning. This is from A Course in Miracles. Anna Greek says, I'm not beautiful. That's why I'm 36 and still a virgin. We live in a totally model loving world. It's capitalism. Man, I'd love to talk to you sometime about capitalism. But first, you know what I want to talk to you about? You say you're not beautiful. Have you ever seen yourself? Think about that question. Have you ever seen yourself? Have you ever seen your face before? You've seen photos. You've seen reflections. You've heard descriptions. Have you ever seen yourself? And the truth is, you haven't. If you look in this direction, if you try to see who you are, you see absolutely nothing. Nothing. So how can you be ugly? You can't. How can you not be beautiful? You have to be. You're not a reflection. You're not a photograph. You're not a description. You are the endless capacity that holds the entire universe. You are the emptiness here that allows the everything here. It's the most beautiful thing in existence because it is existence itself. Don't believe the lie of a mirror. Don't believe the lie of a photograph. Don't believe the lie of a description. The beginning of the Tao Te Ching says the Tao that can be told is not the true Tao. The anti-Greek that can be described is not the anti-Greek that exists. Oh, Cuba says you only saw the first three Star Wars. Yep, only the first three. Because like I said, I was a kid, and then the next ones came out, and I was already in my 30s, and I was like, you know, is it worth it? Optimob says 592 hours. We've dipped under 6. If we have 4 days held, and if we only have a minimum of 50, which I bet we have more, we might even have 100. It means Optimob is probably already there, but let's not take it for granted. Dive in, guys. If you can help our friend Optimob, hey Optimob, feel free to drop me a link, and anyone else. Um, if Optimob, if we can help him by Sunday, we can get him to full monetization, and it's really a worthwhile endeavor because it's a beautiful channel. He shares beautiful scenery, Switzerland, other places as well. Beautiful walks with Bax, the wonder dog. A beautiful message. If you can help anyone expand their dream, and you can, just spend some time there. Watch a few videos. See, Cameron says, also fun fact, 1999, when the new Star Wars film came out, nearly 19 million people did not go to their job. And this cost the U.S. economy approximately $293 million. Wow, I didn't know that. Cuban says, I'm a 46-year-old Cuban virgin. That's anti-capitalism, anti-Greek. That's how the ball bounces. Well, that's how the ball has bounced so far, but the ball is continuously bouncing. So who knows where it's going to bounce to next, you know? Cameron says it's called the Great Sickness Day. And you also lost 293 million productivity all that day. Wow. But it depends on how you look at it. Imagine the productivity of joy that was given to all those people who went to see a wonderful movie and they felt so good. Can't put a price on that, guys. Optimob drops his link. Absolutely awesome. Thank you. Again, guys, if you can help out a friend, and also, hey, anyone here, what do you need? Before I say goodbye for the day, what do you need? Do you need watch hours? Do you need subscribers? Let me know. We're all in this together, guys. The great YouTube experiment. Jay says, I saw a reflection today, although it may have been a projection. I'm changing. It's exciting. I put weight on, but I think it's all in my heart. Well, you know what? There's two ways. According to Course in Miracles, two ways to see. We only have two ways to see the world. We see the world through the projection of fear, and so we live in a fear-based world. Or we realize the existence and reality of love, and we extend it and extend it and extend it. So Jace has love in his heart, and instead of projecting fear, he is now seeing it. He's giving it to the world, and he sees his own beauty. Imagine that. If you are seeing yourself as less than beautiful, if you're judging yourself, it's only because of thought of fear, and fear is an illusion. Fear is from the ego. An acronym for fear, edging God out. And again, you can get rid of the concept of God. We're talking about the reality of reality, existence, the Tao. Jay says, Simo, I think Sunday may be a special day. I do too. Cuban Crisis says, absolutely beautiful scenery. Absolutely beautiful scenery. It is, yeah. Thanks for visiting, Cuban. Mir says, Optimob, we want to see it as a Sunday celebration, bro. Yes, we do. Cuban says, Yogi, you have me laughing after you read my comments. But yes, the ball is still bouncing. And it always is. Even after this, whatever this is, the meanness, when the meanness ends, something else begins. Jay says, can I have a poop howdy before you walk? Poop howdy, my friends. Poop howdy is the salutation of the existence of the morning. It's a good way to start your morning. Start your morning with a poop and a howdy. Maybe not at once, maybe one at a time, maybe at once. So, man, you guys make me laugh and smile in the morning. What a great way to get outside. Smile on my heart. In Taoism, they call it the inner smile. And when we have that inner smile, it's all we have to give. This is why, my friend Annie Greek, it's impossible for you to be less than beautiful because of your inner smile. Cuban says, Optima, your lives make me want to move there. Yeah, it's overwhelmingly beautiful. It's almost too much. I can't imagine waking up and not be overwhelmed by that beauty every day. But it also, here's a great thing. It also reminds me to see the beauty of where I am right now, every morning. I'm in the same world as Switzerland. The same world. What a beautiful thought. Switzerland isn't absent from me, it's in my heart. And I get to experience it through the eyes of my good friends, Timo, Sabine, and Bax. Optimov says, sorry we stream in vertical, but in vertical more people join. Not a problem. I don't know how I stream. I don't know if I'm in vertical or not. I hope so. And if I'm not, I don't know how to get there. You guys can let me know on the next live stream. Hey, if you see anything technical that I do wrong, let me know. Cuban Crisis says, Yogi, I like how you make it plain. The live stream, let's see. So I'm going to read one more time because I love it so much. And then I'll go out and take my walk. Oh God, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. Imagine that. One more time. Imagine that. A prayer that is saying, help me to remember, help me to believe, because I don't believe it now. What if I believed everything that someone was saying about me? What if I believed everything that I thought about myself? How miserable and small would I feel? But how about if I prayed, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is? We can do that. Let's see. Our friend Ash says, which book is your favorite so far? Says you have plenty of books. I do have plenty of books. Man, that's a tough question. I absolutely love the novel Lonesome Dove and 100 Years of Solitude. Beautiful writing. Jitterbug Perfume from Tom Robbins. Those are my three favorite fiction books, probably. And my favorite nonfiction, man, the book Autobiography of a Yogi changed my life in the mid 1980s. Born to Run, book about ultra running. Reading the very first sentence, not even thinking that I was going to buy the book, just browsing through it. I opened the book, I read the first line, and I knew I was an ultra runner, even though I hadn't been an ultra runner before. Everything, my training, everything about myself changed reading one sentence. I knew I was going to eventually run 100 miles, and I did a couple times. Same with Autobiography of a Yogi. I knew I was a yogi. Anna Greek says books are the best friends. I love Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway helped me as a writer because I love the sparseness of his words. He told so much with such economy that I realized I didn't have to keep going on and on and on as I wrote. I didn't need to be overly descriptive. I needed to be just as descriptive as I needed to be. Night Watcher of the Rebirth comes in with a wonderful new title. Hello, I've decided I won't go. Awesome. I hope you haven't decided to speak in capital letters forever. It's okay if you did. I don't mind. Welcome back, Night Watcher. Welcome back as a Night Watcher. That's how I got to know Night Watcher, and for me, he's always Night Watcher. Anna Greek says also the more goth poet Edgar Allan Poe. Hey, I live not too far from Baltimore, his birthplace. Football team's called the Ravens because of Edgar Allan Poe. Anna Greek says he was a pessimist. Hey, Anna Greek, next time you come in, remind me to look up a book that I have. I haven't read it yet. It's in my stack of books to be read, and it is about pessimism and how it can actually be valuable. Sophenhauer? What about Camus? Or Sartre? If my French is correct, which it seldom is. Let's see. Not watchable speaking caps forever. Optimob drops the link for. Let me click on it real quick. The most beautiful road in the world. Suston Pass Road, if I said that right. So, hey, it's an hour. You know what? Put it on and watch it. Because it's the most beautiful road in the world. I have no doubt that it's true. I've actually already watched it, so I know that it's true. 2, an hour means, even if you just watch it once, you've given 1 hour of watch time to our great friend, Optimob. And 3, you're helping someone out. Let's see. Cuban says, I went to a restaurant in Havana that Hemingway would visit, and I've been in his house, Key West, beautiful home. I'm going to ask Mocha if she's ever been there. She was stationed in the Keys for a number of years. Let's see. Anna Greek says, what if when we die, we repeat the life of the exact pattern, like the Uberos? I'm saying that wrong, I know. Circle? It's an excellent question, and I'm going to reply to that. Return or return, Nietzsche. And I know I'm pronouncing that wrong as well. That which says, hey, anyone need to make a presentation? Because I can help. I have a website. That's awesome. I'm going to keep that in mind. Share some more if you get the opportunity in the next live stream. Because I want to address Anna Greek real quick. Anna Greek says, Albert Camus in The Myth of Sisyphus. Remember, I was going to mention that. The eternal repeat. Remember that Sisyphus not only found meaning, but he found joy in the endless repetition of pushing the boulder up the hill and having it fall back down. He was sentenced to that as eternal punishment. And instead, he found deep meaning in the senselessness of the repetition and the joy of simply doing it because that was his task to do. So if we are sentenced to repeat life after life after life in the same structure and pattern and program, so be it. We find meaning and joy. Because let's say life is meaningless. It has no meaning. Remember Shakespeare saying that nothing is good nor bad, lest thinking makes it so. If our life is absent of meaning and absent of joy, and if it's just endless repetition, it also means in the very absence of that is the potentiality that we get to give it meaning and we get to experience joy. So the answer is in the emptiness of the meaning itself. And the absence of meaning means we get to give it meaning. Someone can say, well, the meaning is wrong, but how can it be wrong if it's ours? And if we're experiencing joy because of it? Not that we're experiencing anything on the surface. Joy is much, much deeper than the surface. Joy is the heart being expressed. Joy is what I get every morning when I see you guys pop up on the live stream. Now, what you says, I do not support Generation AI, the one that steals property of artists and makes half college, but I do support large language models, stuff like Chat, GPT, that which is essays. Nightwatcher says, or Cuban says, Nightwatcher of Rebirth, I'd like to do a better presentation on my channel. Want to do commentary of interviews on my channel. So I had a lot of interviews, I did, but YouTube deleted many of them. All right. Nightwatcher's on the job. I'm going to give it a minute so you guys can connect if need be. I'm going to say goodbye. You know, I could be wrong about this. I see a lot of talk about AI as if it's a thing, an entity of its own. AI doesn't exist separate from the people who are making AI, right? So we can't blame AI for anything. It's blameless. It's a non-entity. What are people doing with AI is what matters. So with that in mind, it's only a means of education, showing people the positivity that can be done with it. But I could be wrong, as I don't know that much about it. Anti-Greek says, artificial intelligence, we solve the mysteries of existence. I believe it's divine. Hey, man, I'd love to hear more about that. That gives us, on the next live stream, man, we got plenty of talk about, guys. Let's see, Nightwatcher of the Rebirth says it can do presentations for you, plus beautifies already done presentations. Nightwatcher puts out the website, Gamma app. All right, guys. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'll be back later. I appreciate everyone joining in. Hey, Ash, let me know if you read any of those books. Vincent, Whore of Spice, I appreciate you being here so early in the morning. And Sophie, if you stuck it out for a bit, thank you, my friend. Xavier, hey, I appreciate you being here. I got no problem with anyone. And I agree. Always fun to hear your point of view as well. Cuban Crisis. Thank you, guys. Optimob, Jace, Cameron. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. As well, Nightwatcher's Rebirth. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you didn't stay absent. Ash says, I will. Thank you. Yeah, all of those were important books for me. I'm going to see everyone later. Optimob says bye. So guys, if you can, one video, 1 hour video of Optimob. If everyone did that, you'd be helping someone realize their dreams. And then we're more than willing to help you. Now what you says, AI just worse since the expiration of creatives. But it's not AI, it's other creatives using AI for that. So you can't blame something. You can't blame the tool. A tool itself is always blameless. Do you blame a hammer for the job it performs? A hammer is just a hammer. It could be used to hang a nail. It could be used to nail a coffin. It could be used for whatever. Buddha Destiny says, "Good morning, Yogi. Just passing by. I'm still in bed. Still asleep. Was seeing if I can catch Jace. But shoot, got up to bed. I walked my pup. Hey, tell your pup I said good morning. I'm heading outside for my morning walk." Buddha says, "Be in the background." I'm actually ending the live stream now. So, guys, I appreciate you being here. Night Watcher says, "Hello, Destiny." Different destiny than you're thinking, Night Watcher. Different destiny, but same beautiful heart. Both are beautiful, beautiful people. I'm thankful to have them as my friends, as I am with you all, every one of you. Thank you. Gotta go. Night Watcher says, or I'm sorry, Runner Boy says, the end always comes. And every end is just another beginning. Pretty cool, huh? Let's see. All right, guys. Night Watcher says, you can't leave. Gotta leave. Gotta get outside. Sun's going to be up in about half an hour. Up to me to be there. Who knows? Without the observer, do we have the effect? Meaning, if I'm out there to watch the sunrise, maybe it doesn't rise. Let's find out. I'll see you guys later. Oh, Night Watcher says Eric P hasn't said another great live. It's up to you to do it now, Night Watcher. You got to pick up the slack left from Eric Lapointe. Let's hear it, and then I'm going to go. Can Night Watcher step up for the job at hand? Can he say it? Another great live. Thank you, Night Watcher. That one was for Eric LP. Thanks, guys. Take care.